Okay, for people who are brand new to scorekeeping, I'm going to go over really quickly what's in the book. These are our books. They're orange. Believe it or not, you're going to look at it and say the squares are inside are really small, but they're actually some of the bigger squares, which is why I like the score book. It's not on there now, but each book will have the division on there. If you do not know your team, if you don't know the division your team is in, it's okay, because on the front will be a list of all the teams in that division. So if you grab a book and your team name is not on there, it's not the right book. On the inside of the front cover, you're going to have an envelope with that pitching threshold piece of paper, and there's some special rules in there to know about pitcher catcher rules. So please get comfortable or familiar with that. And then you're going to be using this at the end of the game. It's good to know this. This is why for pitchers we need to know the league age, because thresholds mean they can pitch. They cannot go over these thresholds at all. This is for player safety. This is why this exists. This is talking about days of rest. Again, it's for player safety, but it's a different, these two things are different. So if a pitcher is 10 years old and they're getting close to this number, you need to let the ump know they're getting close to their threshold. They'll know, believe me, they'll be on top of it. Inside the foul ball ticket, so if a ball goes foul, I did not talk about this in any of the other videos, but you'll have tickets in here. The little kids that go run and get them, and sometimes adults, they get to have one ticket for every return ball, and the ball gets put into the ball chute against the fence. You will, when it's appropriate, when play is not happening and you can take your eyes off the field for one quick second, this is a great job for your your little helpers next to you, or the person running the scoreboard. Instead of you losing your focus, they can certainly do this. You tear off a ticket, you initial it and date it, and then you hand it to the kid, and he gets to go get a blow pop out of the snack shack. On the next page, you're going to have that cheater sheet that has the abbreviations for the player positions and for scorekeeping abbreviations and definitions. If you don't make your own copy, it's in the book. In the back side, you're going to have the spot to hold the lineup cards. I'm going to have my phone number on here as well, so that you can get me the scores at the end of the game. And then just really quick to show you for the pages for people who are not used to filling these out. Just really quick again, to do the lineups, you're doing a batter and then skipping some lines, and then a batter and skipping some lines. There's reasons why, so don't do them one after the other. You're going to do the jersey number, their last name, first initial, and then their position number. The position numbers will change throughout the game, so feel free, if you are bored and you want to practice, you can change their position numbers in here. Usually the pitcher's announced, and the catcher sometimes is changed. It's good to pay attention to those two position changes specifically, but you can also, once you know your players, you can really look and say, is that kid still on first? I always look at the jersey numbers because I don't know all the kids by their face. I know my own team, but I don't know everybody. So that's where those go. You're going to be putting who's versing who. I've already talked about date, time, place, the score, the umps you're writing up on top. You're going to pay attention to this pitcher box at the bottom, because you're writing down during innings how many pitches they've reached. Final score box. Places to sign, but really you can sign it anywhere. And then where you're capturing runs. Okay, so that's what's in the book.